Coming up on Recession RX, the mortgage crisis moves into the courtroom. Good news, there are job openings for electricians. Plus, we'll get the latest hiring update from City Center. All the details coming up next.
Recession RX, your prescription for getting through these tough times.
Class action lawsuits have been filed against mortgage lenders in California and Arizona. Now a Nevada attorney is filing one against IndyMac and the companies that have since bought up IndyMac loans. The lawsuit claims the company violated the Truth in Lending Act because they lured first-time homebuyers with loans they knew homeowners couldn't pay back. The lawsuit accuses mortgage brokers of engaging in fraud when they made loans to many first-time homebuyers.
That many of these lending institutions, many of whom are now out of business, were so anxious to make that quick profit on the points on the loan that they were paid that they were willing to turn a blind eye to the risk that they were really luring a first-time home purchaser into making.
And now Callister says many homeowners can't get a straight answer, often with disastrous results. Luis Benito asked IndyMac for a loan modification last fall. He even got a letter from the bank saying, quote, "We've received your request for mortgage payment assistance. At this time, no additional documentation is needed."
Please allow 30 days for you or your designated agent to be contacted.
But even as Lewis was reading the letter, the bank was already selling his home.
Respectfully loss mitigation. This is dated October 20. My house sold November 3rd back to IndyMac. So this letter doesn't coincide with the sale because they didn't give me 30 days.
Then after telling Benito's lawyers they would not evict him, the sheriff showed up at his door.
We stayed off twice the eviction. And then for the sheriff to show up at my house where my wife is there with the 2 dogs and the bird and just tell her to get out in 20 minutes, that was a total shock to me.
Callister says Benito's story is a familiar one, blaming it on unparalleled confusion in the banking industry.
Who owns my loan today? What is the interest rate today? Has the arm gone off? And will you sit down and have a meaningful discussion about modifying the terms so I can keep my home and you can keep your collateral?
Norman Tate asked the bank to lower his payments. Now he's not only battling the bank, he's battling kidney failure, going to dialysis twice a week, hoping for a kidney transplant.
I'm just trying to get a load of payments so I could go ahead and pay these people. That's all. That's all it does to me.
Are you worried if it doesn't get modified, you're going to lose your home?
Yes, definitely. That's a big upfront on my mind. Yeah, that bothers me. It keeps me awake at night, along with the kidney failure. I hardly sleep at all. When I do sleep, I sleep sitting up just like I am now.
The class action suit says the bank actually solicited many first-time home buyers, going door to door to sell loans.
Do I blame banks entirely because you were kind of headed in that direction? No, but I blame banks disproportionately over naive, unsophisticated first-time home purchasers who were being hustled into debt, which if somebody had sat back and said, let's really think about this, and the law required this as late as 2003 and then even more so in 2007, do you, given your job, given your circumstances, do you know you're going to be making enough to pay this debt when the arm goes off? Do you really know that? Because if not, I'm obligated to tell you, you shouldn't do it.
But that didn't happen, says Callister, because mortgage brokers were making up to $15,000 on every loan they sold. As for Norman Tate, he says the bank knows he's ill, but still won't modify his loan.
Like I said, they already know that, but certainly I'd like to reiterate that. A very serious illness. I mean, it's a matter of life and death for me. And I've been told your chances of survival are going to be probably, slimmer. This transplant may never come. You can't allow yourself to to go back and feel like there's no hope. That's what would kill you quicker than anything else. Yes, I have hope.
And Callister says a judge should rule within the next 30 days whether the lawsuit can move forward. In the meantime, a new state law goes into effect on July 1st, which requires lenders to sit down with homeowners before a foreclosure. Next week, the author of that bill, State Assembly Leader Barbara Buckley, will be here to talk about it.